Hello everyone. Today I am going to be doing a video using our little scrap papers, and I'm going to be using some of my cocoa merino dies. You don't have to have these dies. I just want to show you some ideas of any nesting die that you have, or if you don't have like nesting type dies, you can always just cut these out, cut your little scraps out in circles, or use your punches. Cut your scraps out in squares and things like that. Tags are easy to make. You can just clip them. It really just depends what you have. But I've been meaning to do a little like scrap type, um, video because it's been a while. So I just want to show you, just how to think outside the box with your dies or just your scraps. So this is just a piece of scrap paper. Just for reference, it's about 3.5 by 4.5 inches. And I'm going to show you how it will look kind of like in a journal after we're done with some of these examples, or just, snail mail in general. So basically, I want to show you how you can get so much out of just this one little scrap of paper. So basically, what I would do with this is run this through my die machine. With nesting it like this. And again, you'll be able to see why you don't have to do this. You can just use your regular scraps, but probably something like this, and run it through my die machine. And then when you're done, you're gonna have something like this. And this one little sheet of scrap paper is going to turn into so much. Like this right here can be like a little Polaroid shaker. This can be one of those little specimen things, or just like a little pocket. And this could obviously be just, part of your embellishment things. And a little example, and I'll do this with you guys just so you know how to do it. But so my big one right here, so you can see here, this is literally just my scrap paper, and I've made this shaker just from one piece of it. So for this one, where is all my things? Okay. Basically, you just take your little big piece and just a vellum. This look again, just for reference, my scrap paper is a 3.5 by 4.5 inches. So you'll just basically just cut out a piece of vellum to do the same thing. I know my advanced crafters will know what to do, but I'm going to do this for my newbies here. If I can get this glue out. All right, so just kind of gently, because of the vellum, be really gentle with your area, and just kind of pop on a piece of vellum like the same size. I cut mine down just a little bit shorter, just so it didn't hang over the edge. And this doesn't have to be so perfect, because I'm actually going to put this little piece that I was using. So if you just have like two little scraps like this, you can do that. And then this is also a very easy way to make a shaker. And then just pop in some of your sequins, and we're just going to glue the back on, or you can tape it. And you're going to have this beautiful little shaker. So now I'm going to go ahead and, I didn't see what side. I think I'm going to use this. But I'm just going to glue more down here. So yeah, don't throw away your scraps, because we can use them for so much. And I'm just going to place it right down there. And then you just have this little shaker, and it looks like I cut my squares a little wonky there, but and then just to make it pretty, you could add a little sticker, or ooh, dropping things. I scared my dog too. I'm just gonna add just a little foil thing here, and maybe a little heart. But how pretty, right? And then you can stick it, like this was one of those journals that we did. This was just an example. You could just tuck it in, and how pretty is that going to be for someone to open? All right, so basically the next one, so we have this piece here. So I'm basically gonna just do the same thing, except this one I wanna turn into maybe like a little pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this one on really quickly. Again, I took the same size die and just made my vellum sheet right here. I'm just going to smack it on. Except this time, I'm not going to seal it all the way. And you could do the same thing with this without making it a shaker. And I'm going to add this on the back, but I'm just going to glue it right here instead. So we all have these size sheets of paper in our stash. I know we do. And just leave that open so we have a little side pocket. And then I'm just taking one of my little tag dies that I had from my set. And let me actually add a little punch in here. And typically I would probably add something on it just to make it a little bit more decorative. So just a little flower for now. And then I can just stick that in and you have this a sweet little side pocket here. So this was just another example that I kind of did, and you can see how that's just another fun way to do it. Let's see what else. So again, with my dies, just take maybe just 2 sizes, or you can just cut out 2 squares of your scraps about this size, and you can like corner round them if you don't have the nesting dies. And everyone has papers this size again. I'm just gonna go ahead and make a little notch on this, and all we're doing now is making like a really easy pocket without a score. So, and then just kind of pop it on there. Maybe add a little flower. And I'm going to stick another tag. Hold on, let me see this. Stick another tag right on here. And a simple pocket. All right, let's do maybe like one more. So we have our circles. So if you have a circle punch, circle die, I'm just taking, again, maybe one of these rounded squares. Again, if you don't have a rounded square, just take your scrap and corner around it. And you could either like maybe even place something like that on there. And we're actually just gonna do another pocket. So if you wanna make this soft, or you can put this, the vellum might show the glue, so maybe if you have a sewing machine, I feel like you could sew this around as a pocket, but for now I'm just gonna leave it like this because I feel like the glue is gonna show up. I'm just gonna glue that bottom right there and pop that on here. Maybe another sticker. Okay, and then we have another sticker, and you can, again, I'm just going to put a tag in there just so you can see what we can do with it. Add a little pocket. I wish this one was a little smaller, but just to show you how it might look, and you can hold things in there. So these are just some really fun, simple ideas to do with your scraps. Now, if you're going to put it in a journal, kind of like this, you can either, have something like this, or in here, I just want to show you what some of these will really look like. So I have this tutorial. Try and remember to link it, but you can really just place these all over your journal to make them really just like come to life, on these little pages that we have. So I thought it was important to maybe have something like this. So I'm just going to show you kind of how it would look laying out. My desk is so crowded right now. It's kind of making me dizzy. maybe just a little pocket. Maybe if you put something here just to show you what it would look like. And here's another one that I had made. You can put that in your journal. I wouldn't obviously leave it like this. I'd probably place them throughout my journal. And then just really simple ideas. So yeah, I just wanted to upload something with our scraps. So you can either use your dies or do it by hand, but you see, like, there's so much paper in our bins and we never know what to do with it. So I think these are the perfect little accents to really get rid of some of those scraps. Okay guys, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed this fun, easy, quick tutorial.